Hello and welcome to the Schooner Pod Bowl special. I'm your host, Bobby Howard. With me today, as always, we got Jameson, we got Ty, and we are here to break down every single bowl game from here until December 26th, Boxing Day. We got an interesting, unique slate of bowls, and we'll cover the rest of the other half, a little later, as everything's been a bit fluid. Everything's been a little bit weird with bowls. So let's just before we get down to it, we need to address the weekend spread. Ty, congratulations on your championship. You are claiming yourself as Dirty High, mate. I don't know why you would.
I'm going to claim myself, as apparently Iowa State fans have done, as the regular season champions, whatever the hell that means. But I would like to, as the current king of the weekend spread, establish the precedent that the weekend spread win-loss record continues into the offseason, because that's what the rest of college football does. And I would like to, on my throne of the weekend spread, like to establish the precedent that we can acknowledge the regular season and the postseason championships separately. But I would like for there to be an overall winner that reflects both combined. And that is going to be the thing that I stamp down in my current championship. So I just want to get that out there right now. I will not be claiming victory until Nevada gets the votes in, and also we get all of the bowl things in. And that's not going to be, I want that to be win-loss, because I know the ESPN Pick'em we do has the little points thing. But I think the overall win-loss should also include postseason. So I'm just going to get that out there right now. I will personally not be claiming anything. Fuck you, UCF. We can bleep that, I guess, while we're live. But just claim championships don't mean anything, okay? OU has 7 national championships. 7.
There you go.
Not 17, okay? UCF has 0, not 1. Got that out there. I'm not claiming anything until I win the postseason as well, which I will.
Fair enough. Okay, so the gauntlet's been thrown down. The weekend spread lives. We're gonna switch it up. We're going to have a unified champion for the first time ever.
One true champion.
One true champion.
We've adopted the Big 12. We're going to make everyone play everyone, and then also have a game, which benefits no one.
Oh God, no longer are the days where Blake wins the weekend spread and Jameson wins the pick'em, and then they argue about which one matters more.
Exactly.
Jameson, are you feeling revived, or are you feeling deflated because your one chance to really shine here is gone?
Time out. For the purposes of Blake's bet that he made, that was regular season only. Okay, that was made prior to this. No one is having the having to listen to TCU's fight song or OU's fight song. That's already cemented.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I have accepted that. This whole season has just been trash. I ate some trash. We've heard the storylines. I had a little bit of a bad high with Kansas. I really loved eating that trash for a little bit. Went to I came back, regressed one time, and they got me. And then ever since then, it was just bad. So don't eat trash, kids. It's never good for your health.
Okay, well, yeah.
Just don't pick Kansas.
You screwed yourself with Texas State and Kansas so many times.
That is the weirdest ship to go down on, but hey, that's okay. That happens.
And me, I liked eating the trash. It was a fun. I don't regret my journey, but please learn from my mistakes. I will be listening to TC's fight song for 18 hours straight. I'll be trying to find time.
Do you want me to send you the version of Blake under the influence of alcohol singing it? It's much more entertaining.
No. That's the Riff Ram Bazoo chant. It's totally different. TCU's fight song, which I found out is just named TCU Fight Song. It's much different.
So my plan with the TCU fight songs, I'm probably just going to try to get it over with here pretty soon. I would do it tomorrow, to be completely honest, but I do have a dentist appointment, so I do not think they would let me play the TCU fight song.
You should live stream it.
You're like, why are you wearing headphones? I'm like, it's a long story.
I don't think I can do that. And plus, I kind of want to start it early and end late. I do not want to go through it in my sleep, nor pull an all-nighter. So, but I will plan on doing that sometime soon and releasing it. I'll be doing some little live stream updates throughout the day to give the listeners some updates on my mental status on how things are going, and maybe throw some of my little sports analysis, maybe anything that's going on in recruiting, and hop in then for anyone's enjoyment.
Well, that's wonderful. I got to ask, what happens with oh my God. What
For the podcast listeners, I've created a glow stick and post-it note necklace that says regular season champion that will very obviously be like laminated or something and passed around for years to come.
There you go. It's the golden post-it note. I love it. What I wonder is what punishment does Blake get for finishing below 2 people?
He did say that if he loses to any of us, he will also do it for OU. So Blake and I will be doing the penalty. He already knew. He kind of dug his own grave because he just wanted one of us to go down with the chip. He got me. I play like crap. I don't pick. That's why I don't put money on games in real life, because even though I feel like I know what I'm talking about, things never go my way. Sports betting is the majority luck, no matter how much you know, unless you have analytics. So even if you think you pay attention really close and you got a positive record, it's probably because of luck.
Fair enough. You're more of a streak for the cash type of man, and I can respect that. All right, let's move on to our actual picks. Let's get this started. So, ground rules. Well, the weekend spread was point spread based. We are going based off of our picks in the Beat the Schooner Pod, College Bowl Mania contest. So if you're a part of that, good for you. If not, you screwed up. You messed up, you big goofuses. So let's just get right to it. Bowl number 1. We've already had a couple bowls. BYU's currently beating the snot out of poor UCF.
We should cover the ones that we've done so far and whether or not we won them, just for situational awareness.
Yes. So I believe we all swept. Did you pick North Texas?
Oh, no. I thought you meant overall.
Okay, we all swept Yosef beating North Texas. I had Tulane. Who did y'all have on Tulane and Nevada today?
I had Tulane. I hastily picked these. I was off skiing and was like minimal internet connection. I had to get it in last second. Why did I pick Tulane? We talked Tulane trash the whole year. And plus Bobby made a great point. They're playing in Nevada weather. What am I thinking? What?
Yeah.
I don't know. I picked Tulane. That's more trash.
I also picked Tulane, went against my own advice, which stupid. I think I overthought it, but I was bamboozled by Tulane and the really cool wave guy, and Jay Norvell pulled one over on me. So good for him. What a way to go down via Jay Norvell.
I also had Tulane because I don't remember if it was positive or negative. I just remember Bobby talking about them a lot this season. So I was like, oh, they must be good. Because I remember them coming up a lot in the weekend spread. And then I saw that they were wearing their sort of alternates. What I didn't see is that Nevada has only lost 2 games. And, Mountain West team, who would have thought that I would turn my back on at 2 Brute, Ty turning his back on the Mountain West. But yeah, Nevada also wore alternates with like a deep blue, and really cool uniforms. I texted her. I just got to pull up. I had Tulane. I lost because I didn't do the due diligence. I want to read what I said to our group text about this game real quick. So in regards to the Idaho Potato Bowl, shout out to Potatoes from Idaho, no free ads.
Big shout out to Spuddy. Love Spuddy.
I said, and I quote, "What a beautiful game here at the Idaho Potato Bowl. The blue field always looks cool, but Nevada and Tulane really pulled it out with their uniforms. It's a beautiful symphony of cool colors dedicated to college football." Cool being, warm and cool colors. It was a beautiful game to watch on your TV. Not at all like games at Coastal Carolina where you feel like your TV is broken. Really cool. Sorry if you guys missed it, but yeah.
Yeah, and it featured probably one of my favorite moments in the college football season where Nevada got a 15-yard penalty for dumping French fries onto Jay Norvell after the win, but the fries got on the field. So unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's amazing.
Yeah. it was really, truly, truly incredible. I'm pretty pumped about that. College football is just the best. Moving on, I think we're ready to probably start on this. Because we all swept BYU, I'm sure. Starting off tomorrow, December 23rd, the New Orleans Bowl between Louisiana Tech and Georgia Southern. That is a 2:30 Central game on ESPN. I personally have 8 confidence points on this. I picked Georgia Southern. Just looking at the records, I feel like they're more solid. I feel like the Sun Belt has been just particularly really good this year. Certainly a step above Conference USA, which is kind of a garbage conference. But yeah, give me Gasso here straight up. So yeah, that's my pick there. Jameson, your take.
So when I first saw Georgia Southern, I go, oh, that's the team that almost lost to Boco and only won by 2 points. I ain't picking them. And then I saw La Tech, and I go, oh, God, that's the team that just got rattled by TCU for some reason, decided to play them. I go, Now I looked, there's a 6.5-point spread, and I said, okay, just give me Georgia Southern. So that's my decision-making. RIP Boco. Boco not getting into a bowl game is an absolute fraud.
Hey, put Boco against who is it? They're looking for someone in the Gasparilla Bowl. Put Boco in the Gasparilla Bowl. Who says no?
Yeah, can we get a Boco Kansas matchup? I would legitimately just inject that straight into my veins. It doesn't matter. You originally put South Carolina in a bowl game with 2 wins. I don't care if they're SEC. You put in Boco,
who has 2 wins.
Yes,
right? No, Boco has more than 2 wins.
No.
Are you kidding? No, Boco's not that good against the cover, but they haven't only won 2 games. What do you mean?
I think Boco's only won 2 games, man. What was Texas State's record this year?
Hang on a second.
Google isn't even auto-loading their schedule.
Hang on, I got this. Okay, yeah, they're 2-10.
Hey.
Okay, but to Jameson's credit, Boco deserves to be in a bowl game for playing 12 games this season. Regardless of win-loss, is that not the most games played of anyone, or at least tied for that? I don't think anyone's played 13 games. Boco got done like a month ago because they carried college football on their backs. People were like, college football can't be played. And Boco said, watch me. Boco had like 10 games played in October.
That's true. Boco is the lifeblood of college football.
They got done super early.
We need a Boco Kansas game in Galveston. That would be just peak gross. I want it.
Boco would dominate. Again, for new listeners, Boco refers to the mascot of Texas State, which is academically, top 5 in the world easily.
And partying and tubing.
Yeah. Okay, partying and tubing, they're actually probably top 5 in the world.
You know what they call it the Oxford of the San Marcos River. So.
They call it the Oxford of withdrawing from courses a day before the exam. That's what they call Texas State.
I know we've really gone so crazy off the tracks here, but that's what makes this podcast so great. If you had to think of a sponsor for Texas State versus Kansas, what would it be?
Oh my gosh. It's gotta be like 4 Hymns or something. Or
what's the brand of porcelain that they put on all the toilets that you go everywhere and you see it right above the urinal? They'd be perfect for the toilet bowl. They just got to embrace, the brands of toilets would be like, hey, we're toilets. We get pooped on. Let's get the worst teams and sponsor.
If I had to pick a sponsor for a Texas State versus Kansas game, it would be like a mid-level like substance abuse place, like not like where like there's like not like where like former politicians and like movie stars go. But like where 20-year-olds whose parents have like $1 million to $1 billion in net worth go because they got kicked out of Texas State for getting drunk too many times on 6th Street.
Wait, no.
Anyway,
This is a very easy answer. It's the Texas Lawhawk Galveston Bowl, sponsored by the Texas Lawhawk, who is an actual lawyer in Texas. So there you go.
I found it was
Get you out of jail.
And the American Standard is what it would be called because that's the brand of toilets you see everywhere. The American Standard Bowl, Texas, or the American Standard Toilet Bowl.
Fun fact, actually, the most popular sort of like brand name but high end. So think like Mercedes of cars. Like it's a brand name, but it's also like high end. The most popular like brand name but high end toilets in America is Kohler, which is made in Kohler, Wisconsin. And I guess because my family is weird as shit, I lived in Wisconsin when I was little, and I remember we toured a Kohler museum, and I remember walking around this museum of just like different toilets and being like, what the hell are we doing? I was like 10 years old. I was like, why are we in a toilet and sink museum? Like, I hate this.
You won't appreciate this until you're in your mid-20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm 25 now, and I still don't appreciate it. So I don't know.
I'm going to close this down with the best. Another really good idea. Play it. Build a football field at the Schlitterbahn, the big water park in Texas, called the Schlitterbahn Bowl. And just also actively have the water park being going around. You'll have random kids like running out onto the field. There'll be no rules. It'll be awesome. The entire field just smells like pee and chlorine. That'll be a experience befitting Kansas football and Texas State.
Les Miles is going to eat that extra pea grass.
Oh man. Well, that was one bowl down. So moving on to the Montgomery Bowl.
Wait, who are you going to pick for the Texas State Kansas Bowl?
I gotta go with Boko, of course. Boko would figure out. Boko,
yeah. If I had to pick that hypothetical bowl, it'd be Boko.
Boko's had so much rest. We would just draw these poor kids out of their Christmas break. Be like, play Kansas. Screw you. I don't care about your family. You're going to go play Kansas. I don't just want it. I need it. Moving on to Montgomery Bowl. This is bowl number 2. Memphis and FAU, 6:00. On ESPN. I currently have 12 confidence points in this one. Look, I'm just going to roll with Memphis here. FAU, just look. Conference USA versus, an American team. Memphis, this was not their best team ever, but they were the conference champions last year. I think they get it done. They get the win here. Jameson?
Yeah, FAU's looked nasty this year. I understand they won 5 games out of their 8. They're just not look good, and I feel like they really haven't played anyone like good either. And Memphis has been pretty solid. They've kept things close, and they beat Houston a couple weeks ago. So yeah, I feel pretty good with Memphis here.
Ty?
Yeah. So just to clarify, we went off on a super long tangent on a hypothetical bowl that doesn't exist. I never actually picked the previous one. I also have.
We are 18 minutes into the podcast and have picked one game.
I also have Georgia Southern against Louisiana Tech. I'm going to be honest. I clicked on preview on ESPN and just saw the FBI predicting Georgia Southern here. The FBI, not a great predictor this year, I will add. But yeah, I went with Georgia Southern. Sounds like everyone agrees. For this one, I went with Memphis. Memphis, I'm going to be honest, I had some recency bias here. I just recall Memphis for the past, as long as I can remember, at least 5 or 6 years, being a 8+ win team that is able to score on people. FAU, they have like Charlie Strong or someone it's one of those obscure Florida schools that has some failed coach as their head coach and nobody cares about. So yeah, give me Memphis here to win outright. We're just picking outright for the bowls.
Yeah, somehow pivoting away from the Boko Kansas Bowl lost us a viewer. It's very funny to me.
Oh,
we had 3 throughout Boko Kansas, and then we started talking football. And
some obscure. Shout out to my Texas State buddy Ross. He probably tuned off.
There you go. He just wanted to hear about Boko. Moving on to a Christmas Eve game, New Mexico Bowl, Hawaii and Houston. I have 3 confidence points in this one. Look, I'm picking Houston. Hawaii's been garbage this year. They've been garbage on island. They've been garbage off island. Houston hasn't been much to stand for, but Dana, whatever. I'm going to roll the Houston Cougars to take this one on Christmas Eve. Jameson, you're chuckling up a storm here. Who do you got?
This is just so bad. We're talking here about Hawaii. Hawaii is just, I don't even know what this team. This team just shows up sometimes and doesn't. I could so see Hawaii win this game, but give me Houston. Houston at least has some skill. I'm not going to bet on someone who's just going to go crazy. You never know why. So give me Houston.
Ty?
Yeah. So if you guys remember, Hawaii, I picked their first game of the season on October 24th. They played Fresno State. I took Fresno because they played at Fresno. I thought the weather difference would make an impact. But this team has been run off the field by Wyoming by 21 points. They got run off the field by San Diego State. They got run off the field by Boise. They beat a Nevada team that beat Tulane. They got run off the field by San Jose. This Hawaii team, like Jameson said, very inconsistent. And I'm going to go a little longer. I promise I'll be short on some of the other ones, but I've been picking Hawaii games a lot this year. But I really think Houston has it. I think Houston, being a Big 12 team with Dana Holgerson as the head coach, I think Houston probably has the advantage here, used to playing, better football. So I took Houston outright as my pick in this one. But yeah, Rainbow Warriors winning would not surprise me, and I wouldn't be mad either. I think I have 11 points on it.
There you go. Moving on to a Christmas Day bowl that is just why are we sullying the good name of Christmas by putting this bowl game on? It actively makes me angry. The Camilla Bowl in beautiful, I believe, the Camilla Bowl. It's in Mobile.
Harris?
No, I think it's no different.
Camellia? I see an eye.
It's the Camellia Bowl. Probably a flower. I think it's
a flower.
I think it's in Mobile, Alabama, and so it's Marshall and Buffalo, the two biggest disappointments of conference championship week, meeting against each other. I have 2 confidence points on this because I really despise both of them. If I could just not pick it and have 0 confidence points, I would do that. But on this one, I guess I have Marshall. Honestly, this is a coin flip. I hate both of these schools so much for what they did to me on our conference spread. Both looked garbage. So yeah, give me the Thundering Herd to win this game straight up. But honestly, this is garbage. I hate it. Jameson, your thoughts on Marshall, Buffalo, and Christmas? And are you going to watch it?
I was about to say screw you, Marshall, screw you, Buffalo, and then you said Christmas right after, and I almost said screw you, Christmas. No, not screw you, Christmas. No, but let's just say this. I'll go Buffalo. Marshall looks like crap longer than Buffalo's look like crap. So let's just hope Buffalo can revert back to normal.
Jameson over here don't care about no Christmas. They want me to do this for Christmas.
In my country, there is problem, and the problem is Christmas.
Oh God!
Don't Google that, or we'll get
don't. We probably canceled ourselves anyways. Ty, Christmas game, Marshall, Buffalo.
In this one, I have taken Marshall. So finally, we're getting to some division here in the picks. I think I have 6 confidence points on it. I think that Marshall is 7-2. I think Buffalo, I don't know their wins. They have 1 loss. I believe in Marshall outright. They were really embarrassed in their conference championship. I think they will use that as energy to come back because they were undefeated coming into that. And I just believe in sort of the storyline of Marshall. This is, I think this is the 50th anniversary of their aviation accident. Correct. That plays into it, but of the mental of sort of that unmeasurable aspect. I think Marshall being undefeated prior to their conference championship expecting to win there, getting embarrassed because they came in relaxed, because I think they could have won that game, is really going to show out in this game. So I've taken Marshall outright against Buffalo here, because like what Buffalo, like where even is that? Like they say it's in New York, but I don't think a Buffalo has ever even lived in New York. So shout out to the Buffalo Bills imposters. We're not an NFL podcast though, so give me Marshall to win.
There you go. The Buffalo Bills, Buffalo Bulls. I don't see a difference. They're Spider-Man meme. Moving on to our first full day of bowl games, Boxing Day, December 26th, and it all kicks off with the First Responder Bowl. Yeah, I don't know if it's like if the English are actually just punching each other all day, but it's the First Responder Bowl. Louisiana and UTSA. I got 26 confidence points on this.
Oh my god!
What?
What makes you so confident?
That means it's your third. That means it's your third.
What
one.
What are you talking about? It's Louisiana and UTSA.
Oh,
I gotta find where this is. Hang on.
It's Region K. Hold on.
Sorry, I skipped one.
I have the national championship as my 26 confidence points.
A game that doesn't even exist yet.
Obviously,
but I know that it will be Clemson Bama. That I know for a fact.
Either way.
Oh, no.
Why wouldn't you put Bama?
I have Indiana versus Ole Miss as my 26
because
Indiana's gonna work that ass. Sorry, we're live.
we'll get there. We're also adults, so you can say ass. It's fine.
I don't know what listeners are.
Good God, I love this.
Wait, Louisiana is that even a bowl game?
Louisiana UTSA, the First Responder Bowl. I think it still exists. It could have been canceled by now.
I don't know if this is on my pick'em.
No, I just skipped it over online. It's there. I see it.
Louisiana Lafayette.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're technically still actually the University of Louisiana, because for years, shout out Andrew Wilson for telling me this story. For years, the University of Louisiana Monroe had been blocking a trademark attempt by Lafayette to be the University of Louisiana. And one year they
just an academic distinction though.
Well, no, it's Louisiana Lafayette was we want to be the real Louisiana, and Louisiana Monroe was no. And they kept making this appeal. And one year they just forgot to file the paperwork, and it passed. And now they're just the University of Louisiana, fully.
I'd like to do a quick sidebar. Shout out to Blake. For the listeners, I am 100% anti-Louisiana. If you are a subscriber from Louisiana or associated with the state of Louisiana in any way, please unsubscribe right now.
Jameson is
maybe your co-host.
Jameson literally is from Louisiana.
I am. Are you really? I thought you're from Oklahoma City.
I was born there.
No, okay. He's on Mardi Gras. He's on Mardi Gras floats.
Carry on, Ty. You got anything more to say about Louisiana?
I thought the standard for being a Schooner Pod host was that you're from Nichols Hills or Gaillardia. I did not know that we were letting Louisiana people on this podcast. I might actually quit this podcast right now. I'm 100% anti-Louisiana. That's all we have to say. Although I do have Louisiana in this game. Anyways.
Okay. You coward. Tell your story. You are a coward. You were going to say some bad things about it, and now you're backing off. Here's the deal.
No, I'm not backing off. I'm not going to give up my win-loss to bet on UTSA. That's foolish. I just hate the state of Louisiana. I hate every parish individually in Louisiana. I hate every city individually. And I hate the entire state. Also, I paid it, just to be clear. I do not have a warrant. I might have a warrant, but I have a ticket in Louisiana. I hate Louisiana.
I wish I had a around the horn style graphic that could just shut Ty off. Oh my gosh!
I'm just gonna mute myself. I'll mute myself. I don't even care.
We have some comments that flooded in.
Can go on about how his state that is trash is not trash, but I don't care. It's trash.
My gosh.
Louisiana slander. All right, I'll quit right now. Louisiana, black magic.
Okay.
Random stuff. The thing
Like
about
voodoo.
Louisiana,
You mean like voodoo and stuff, right?
Voodoo. The thing about Louisiana, they have too much influence from the French, and I'm allowed to say that because this is a beret that was awarded to me literally by the nation of France, and my mom is from Paris, and I will say that the French, unacceptable, should not exist. Louisiana, too much influence from the French. I'm just going to mute and cut myself off.
He gets a timeout there. Well, Jameson, do you feel the same excitement about Louisiana beating UTSA as I do, or I don't know? Do you think Boco's biggest rival is going to get a win here?
You took it right from me. Why would I ever pick the Boco's rival? There's no shot there.
It's a house divided.
And I really actually am looking forward to that game because one of the biggest storylines in college football is, can Louisiana's long snapper recover from his pitiful game last time versus Appalachian State? Can he recover? I am so excited to see it because he didn't get a chance. He didn't get a chance to show it versus Coastal. That would have been a really good time to see if he could come back. Short, little, stocky guy. We're looking for you. We're looking for you to do better. So even if he snaps the ball over the guy's head 5 times, they should still be able to easily handle UTSA.
It was a really sad day for Short Kings there. Very tragic, just to the point they took a safety instead of having him snap. It was just, geez, oh man. The comments just coming in here about old Ty here. I don't even know what's going on here. This is just such a mess. This is why you gotta love a good pick'em pod, though. Moving on to the next game, the Lending Tree Bowl. I just gotta laugh at the name. Western Kentucky and Georgia State. I have a 13 confidence point on this one. Frankly, I don't know much about Georgia State other than the fact they play at the old Turner Field in Atlanta, Fulton County. So I know they've been pretty solid. They actually almost took Louisiana to the brink early in the season. So I'm gonna go with them over the Hilltoppers here. So give me Georgia State, 13 confidence points right there. Jameson, your thoughts?
I do know Georgia State gave Louisiana something, but I do also remember when they lost by 51 to Coastal Carolina. Once again, just disgusting. It just sucks to pick it. Just give me Georgia State. I have not even paid attention to anything Western Kentucky.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't really care about the Hilltoppers that much. Ty, you're back. Welcome back, buddy. Your thoughts on Western Kentucky and Georgia State?
All right, so first, to get it out of the way, Western Kentucky, Georgia State, I knew nothing about. It's my one confidence point game, so it's my very bottom. I was like, I don't know anything about this. It's my very bottom. I have Georgia State, again, just because I pulled up their win-loss record. They're 4-loss, not 6. Like Western Kentucky, Georgia State. Georgia is an SEC state, so I assume they're slightly better at football than Kentucky. And FPI, Georgia State. So those are my 3 metrics that I took to get Georgia State. Also, our listener comments, I don't care. None of them are French citizens. None of them have been awarded something by the nation of France. I know about France, okay? Don't trust them.
Okay, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Anyways, let's move on to our final game of the, I guess this, week, this, pod of bowls. And it's a game we've already talked about that got canceled but brought back via the wonderful bowl system, the Cure Bowl. It's Liberty and Coastal Carolina. I have 19 confidence points on this one, which might be a little too high. And I'm riding the wagon I've ridden all season long. I picked the Chanticleers to beat Liberty before that game got canceled, and I'm still rolling with it. Liberty might be bothered by the fact that their fearless leader, Hugh Freeze, might be leaving. Who knows where he'll go? You never know where that hospital bed will roll into next. But all I know is I think Hugh Freeze is on the move. I'm sure the Liberty people are a little nervous about it. So yeah, like my guy Michael says, give me teal
Is
chicken.
that Michael?
Yeah, that's Michael Lippman.
Oh my God!
Hey man. He's
Michael.
the man.
Michael, I'm sorry that we were both arrested last week, or
What?
almost hypothetically. Anyways,
Yeah.
Michael Whitman. Oh, never mind. Different Michael.
Fair enough.
I
You got
will
your
not to blame. The cameras will show that he shall not be named. Thomas was to blame. I'm not to blame for this. Anyways.
Oh my God.
This podcast today, we recorded a first one where I had trash audio. It was a miserable podcast. And now we've gone to the good one where I'm finally on it. And we're talking, we've gone completely out of the way, barely even talking about the slate games. We have no idea what's going on. Honestly, this is
no, Bobby knows what's going on. Bobby knows what's going on. I'll fill you in. After.
We've made a fake bowl game. Accused an innocent man of almost going to jail.
No.
What are we?
One that I mentioned was innocent.
You mixed them up. This is just.
Well, okay, yeah. Michael Whitman, completely innocent. For the record, just so this goes out, Michael Whitman was innocent. It's all on camera though, so it doesn't matter.
Fair enough. Look, it's just. This is beautiful. It's the beauty of bowl season. This is the podcast equivalent to accidentally dumping French fries on the field and getting a penalty, or throwing a shoe at someone and getting a penalty. It's wonderful and I love it.
We're a first name. We should not dox people. Just to clarify.
Oh yeah, we absolutely just doxed. Well, we didn't really dox Littman. He's fine. He helps. Anyways, Ty. Your pick on Coastal and Liberty.
Yeah, so I think I have 13 confidence points on this one. I'm not allowed to say what I call Liberty for obvious reasons. But yeah, I think Coastal, I mean, they not that BYU is that great of a team, but for their level, BYU is a decent team. I think that Coastal absolutely has it in them to curb stomp Liberty for sure. I think it's going to be, I don't know what the spread is, but I think it's going to be a Schooner Blog TM mega cover for sure. I think that Liberty absolutely gets stomped by Coastal. And I think Coastal might claim a national championship, which I might respect more than UCF.
Yeah.
Fair enough. It should just be Coastal and Cincinnati. Honestly, I would accept that national title straight up. Jameson, your thoughts on this game?
So usually what I'd say, with watching Coastal, I'm going to be really disappointed because whenever I watch them, I feel like my TV is broken because their field is such a weird color.
It makes you feel like your TV is broken.
I know. You didn't get to say it. And it's going to be really disappointing not being able to see them with my broken TV screen. But yeah, I also agree. I know that Liberty must be really, really hurting inside about the thought that their head coach could be leaving them. Their ringleader, the guy that gets them up and going each game, I'm sure that's really hurting them. So give me Coastal Carolina big.
Yeah, fair enough. And, for those who were missing the teal field, yesterday we had Yosef absolutely waxing that ass against North Texas, just running 70 yards every play. It was wonderful. Personally, and this is weird. We've had 3 bowl games played. Only one has been played on an actual green field. So that's just
that's so weird.
That's beautiful and wonderful. I love this sport. Even though we obviously did not talk about it that much. Anyway,
don't put that up.
I'm not putting that up. Oh boy. Well, folks, this has been a wild, wonderful journey. Thank you so much for listening. Gosh, I'm not even going to ask you if you have anything else to say, because I'm sure some other stupid thing is going to come out of someone's mouth. So I'm just going to wrap this up.
Nothing stupid came out of my mouth.
Yeah, how about you just say at Ty instead of somebody? We know you're talking about one person.
Hey,
the charges were dropped. It's fine.
Fair enough. Good Lord. Anyways, for me, Jameson, and Ty, this has been the Scooter Pod Bowl special. We'll see you back next week where we break down Oklahoma and Florida and then the remainder of these games. We'll see you next time. Happy picking. I did not have an outro ready. Oh, no.